Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Change of Fortune. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with this in the next episode. I'm going to be putting in an intro, explaining the deck before I actually have the gameplay, hopefully to kind of give you a better idea of what I'm going for. So this video is going to be a video about Plo Koon, Padawan, and Jedi Instructor. So, Plo Koon, as everyone knows, copies the abilities of non-unique characters that are on his team. Padawan allows you to play upgrades on her when she doesn't have any to decrease its cost by one, weapons specifically. So, both Padawan and Plo Koon get that ability. And Jedi Instructor also gives its ability to Plo Koon, which is after you activate this character, you may turn one of the character dice to a side showing the same symbol as this die. So anytime that I activate Jedi Instructor and Plo Koon, I can turn character dice that are currently in the pool to symbols matching what was just rolled. So as far as upgrades go, we've got 2 force speeds. These will generally end up on Padawan after you drop a weapon down on her. And hopefully the first weapons that you get in the deck are going to be the vibro knives. So that's just really cheap, really quick ways to immediately build up the dice in the pool and then just chuck them at your opponent turn 1. Of course, we've got Ancients in here. They're in there for that +3 because you're almost guaranteed base sides with the ability of the Instructor and Plo Koon. Next up, all the rest of my equipments are 1-ofs. We've got Shotos, we've got Ezra's Lightsaber, and those are my last 2-ofs, so that gives us 2, 4, 6 2-cost weapons. My 3-cost weapons are going to be Heirloom, Dagger of Mortis, Obi-Wan's Lightsaber, and Rey's Lightsaber. So I've got 1-of for Heirloom and 1-of for Dagger. If you like one or the other, feel free to run 2-of instead of 1 of each. I like having 1 of each in my decks for options. Dagger is more important versus decks that use shields, and Heirloom is more important versus decks that don't. It just gives you that little bit of extra damage. The only thing that I'd really change here, if you were going to change anything, would be to potentially remove the Ezra's for a second Shoto. I have 1 of each in here because honestly, low health team, if you ever manage to get 2 Shotos down on somebody, they're probably about to die anyway because they were targeted. When I had 2 in this deck, I really didn't get many activations out of the extra shields before that character died, so I just felt that it might be a little bit better to get a different weapon in there, giving us some more options. Alright, as far as the mitigation suite goes, we've got 2 Force Illusions, which I consider mitigation. We got 2 Guards, plenty of melee dice to remove your opponent's big dice. Roll in a 3 on the Heirloom, they roll in a bunch of damage, you can get rid of a lot real quick. We got Overconfidence, 2 of, we got 2 Sound the Alarm, and we got 2 Force Misdirection. So the Force Misdirection is really just in there for the big melee decks that we're seeing right now, like Vader. Pretty much specifically like Vader. But it's really good against the mirror match as well. Plo Koon Padawans has been showing up in a couple of places, so it helps to have it in there. We've also got Close Quarters Assault. As I said earlier, we've got a ton of melee sides, so being able to remove your opponent's hand after your first roll-in is really nice. We've got Destiny to help us with our resource curve. My favorite opening is double vibro knife into a rollout into a Destiny for a 3-cost weapon. Happens more often than you'd think. Being able to drop that many weapons turn 1 is just beautiful. Next up, we got some damage from hand with Synchronicity. It doesn't always go off, but when it does, I mean, 2 free damage, never gonna say no to that, right? And then we got Lothwolf Bond. So that helps to activate a character and then Plo Koon or also Jedi Instructor to get that melee damage out there with their abilities to make sure that your cards like Guard or your cards like Force Misdirect are active immediately. So that's kind of the deck in the nutshell. We've got a video coming up. I was playing against Kevin. I think he was playing Happy Place, so that would be Thrawn Wullf. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of the deck, anything that you might change, and hope you enjoy the gameplay. Alright guys, so we're getting started up with my Plo Koon Padawan Instructor deck. We're going to get up against Happy Place over here with Thrawn Wullf. So he's going to be doing a lot of hand control. I need to get a lot of big weapons down quick. I don't want both of these in my hands. He doesn't have a blue character, so I feel like this one's potentially better, so I'm going to put this back. Having a 2-drop weapon's not bad, and I'm going to get rid of these. I'm looking for Destiny and Vibro Knives. Both of those would be good to have. Alright, well I got Destiny, so I can more than likely use it to get Ray's Saber down this turn, assuming that he doesn't discard stuff from my hand too quickly. Alright, so we're good to go. I got a 3. He got a lot more than that. So we're probably going to feed. There we go. Alright, so let's see how he starts up. He can definitely pull Raise from my hand before I play it, so I kind of want to use this turn as a setup. Maybe roll in. He's going to power action to gain a resource. I feel like I want to roll in Plow. Oh, that's not Thief, that's Jedi Temple. Alright, so he calls 2, so he's going to get rid of my Ancient. Alright, so now I definitely have to roll in Plow and try and Destiny out. Or no, actually I don't even have to do that because I've got the ability. So now that I'm not spending resources on Ancient, I can just go ahead and play Raise. So I think we're going to go ahead and drop that over here. In case I get a 4-speed, I like the 4-speed to be down on Padawan. So it's going to cost me 2 money. And she's going to get a shield. Alright, so he activates Wullf. He's still got both of his resources. And he rolls into more money. Alright, so no discard, so I don't have to worry about that yet. We're going to go ahead and activate Padawan. Got the +2 on Raise and a blank. The blank doesn't worry me too much because I can use the ability here to copy the Instructor's ability. He's going to use Hatching a Plan to turn into a discard. That's okay. I don't really have anything in my hand that I'm too worried about losing immediately, so we're going to activate Plow. Hope for some melee. We didn't get it, but I will use his ability to copy this ability to turn this die to a focus. Alright. So he's going to choose to take a resource. I'll activate the Instructor. Hoping for that 1 out of 6 melee damage. We got it. Alright, so we'll use her ability to change this die to the 2. And he's going to use Sounding Alarm. That's why I left my focuses out there, so reroll these 3 dice. I got 1 damage back. We can go ahead and use our focuses to get to the 2 and the... See, I have no money, so to the 2. No, wrong one. He's going to lay down a TIE Fighter and search his deck for another. And then he's going to use Pin Down to get rid of my 2. That's alright. We're going to get 2 damage down to Wullf. He's still got a lot of dice out there, so I don't think he's going to be claiming anytime soon. Give him some power action tokens. Alright, so what are we doing here? He's got 2 cards left. I want to get this extra damage off and then claim and potentially get rid of anything in his hand. He's probably going to see that coming though, so I think he's got one of it left. He got the resources that he needs for the discard, so I'll go ahead and deal the damage here. Okay, and he's going to discard me, or attempt to, so I think that I'm going to hit a motive for discard. he got the focus. He's gonna play that other TIE Fighter, that's right. That's okay. Alright, so we'll claim. Wrote into a blank, but he's got the focuses that he needs to deal with, so it doesn't really matter. And a disrupt, so he'll use his focuses. Probably going to go for damage here. Going for the 2 money. And 2 indirect. Alright, so he gains $2 to play his other TIE Fighter. Roll it in. And he gets a blank. So he gets 2 indirect, which I'm going to put over here. And he had a blank and a disrupt, so we're on to the next round. Okay. So 2 resources, draw 3. We got my vibro knife. So we'll go ahead and get that drop down for 1. And with my ambush action, I will go ahead and Padawan. There we go. I've got the dollar to resolve that damage. Uses vigilance. I cannot turn dice. So I'll go ahead and resolve 3. He gets chance cube down, so he's just going to be rolling in money. That's right, he's already got most of his expensive stuff on the board. He's just got probably an ATST left in the deck. So we're going to activate Plo, see if we can't get some melee damage. We did not. I'll use his ability to turn this over to the focus. Does that keep me from turning? Yeah. Okay, what was this on? I don't know. It was on blank, because I don't remember what it was. He calls a 3. That was not on a focus, because I was turning it to a focus. Okay. So let's go ahead and activate this guy. Got a resource. Here comes the power action. Nope. Never mind. Alright, so we are going to discard Overconfidence to reroll all the things. Got some damage. That'll put Wullf down to 1. He's going to double focus into the 3 and the 2 discard probably. Oh, it's another double focus. Alright, we're just going to deal some damage. He's going to take 3 money. I am going to discard Destiny because he still hasn't power action yet. And I got a whole bunch of damage. Not a whole bunch, but enough. So I can kill Wullf off and drop Thrawn down to 3 damage. Unless he's got mitigation in his hand. He's got plenty enough money to pay for anything. He drops his tie with ambush. And he takes a resource. So he needs 1 health. We'll deal 1. And then 2. So TIE Fighter comes in with a blank. We're going to drop another damage on the Thrawn. And I have no resources, so Force Illusions don't help. He's got 2 cards left in hand. He's got a double focus, so he's going to get a ton of damage on this turn. We'll just go ahead and claim. Okay. We got rid of 1 card, leaving him with a chance cube. Alright, so the next TIE Fighter's coming in. He gets the damage. And it doesn't really matter what he rolls here because he's got the 2 focus, he's got the resource, so he can 2 focus into the +2, the +2, get 5 damage, and 2 indirect if he wanted, or he can just go into 6 indirect. +2, 2, 2. Alright, cool. So he gets 3 into her. And then 4 indirect, which I'm going to split. 3, 4. And then we will pass. Alright, I got my other vibro knife out. Along with a force speed. Alright. So I think we want to go ahead and get force speed down. He probes. He will find 1 possible event. We got Force Illusion and Destiny. Alright. We will go ahead and play Vibro Knife. And with Ambush, we'll activate Padawan. For 2 damage, a blank, and a shield. He calls 1, he gets rid of a Force Illusion, and gets to see the other Force Illusion. Into the triple blanks. Alright. We need to go ahead and resolve our damage while we've got it. We're dealing 2 damage to Thrawn. He probes? You sure? Yeah, there you go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and I think we want to roll this in for a blank. So I rolled the Instructor in first because Plo has a much higher chance of hitting melee, so I can turn her dice to the melee side. He gets damage. We're going to activate Plo. The focus and the shield. She has a focus, so I'll turn it to that. So I can double focus into a 2 and a +2, or a 2 and a 2. Probably going to go for a 2 and a 2. And that way, if he gets mitigation for a single dice, I'm not out all of my damage. So we're going to focus, excuse me, focus to a 2 and a 2. So I've got 5 damage showing. Alright, so 5 damage. One, 2, 3, 4. And just for fun, we're going to discard to reroll. We got the discard. So he discards for triple focus. We will discard him 1. The focus to the 3 money and a 2 indirect. There you go. Alright. Then I'll claim. Alright, so I claim to get rid of that, so he would have lost that, and then we'd be moving on to the next round. And 2 indirect, put it here. Draw a fresh hand. And all I gotta do is roll some damage. He's got a health left. So I think that we just roll Padawan in and see what happens. We got it. See if he has any answer to mitigate. And that's GG. Alright, well that's mostly how that deck works. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you around next time. He's going to kill himself off. There you go. Alright, see you guys later.